let's talk about the oxidation of diphenylmethanol or Benzhydrol. So to start this out, we've weighed out 2.48 grams of our solid, and we're going to add in 1.75 mLs of glacial acetic acid. Now I'm going to use a disposal pipette here, and generally you want to use something a lot more precise than that. But this is just kind of a demo video. Now we're going to add this in slowly. The glacial acetic acid is going to release a lot of heat as it begins to get dissolved. And so what we want to make sure is that we don't add it too fast, or it might affect our product. So we're going to add in an ice. And just give it kind of a light swirl to kind of distribute the heat. Now at this point, nothing should really happen with the glacial acetic acid. We're just kind of using it to start dissolving our material. Now the other thing we're going to add to this mixture here is 7.5 mLs of acetone. And what the acetone does here is it solubilizes the diphenylmethanol, so it'll actually stay in contact with the hypochlorous acid that we're going to end up generating in situ next. So we're not going to get this completely dissolved, but we are going to get it mostly dissolved. The nice thing is acetone's pretty soluble in water, so when we go to actually extract our product, what we can do is we can start adding water, and our product here and our certain reagents are not actually soluble in water. So as we start adding water to this acetone mixture, will decrease the solubility of our product and our stirring reagent. Now, once we kind of get this nice and cooled down, we're going to start the process of adding benzoic acid, or not benzoic acid, bleach, sodium hypochlorite to this mixture. What we're doing with this is using glacial acetic acid to form the HCIO in situ. The reason we can't add this directly is because if we were, HCIO just isn't stable on its own on the shelf. So I'm going to start by just adding a few drops, and over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to add about a milliliter at a time, and we'll see what it does. Okay, so here we are at about the 3-minute mark, and I'm going to pull out a solution. Usually you keep this in solution, but we're just kind of want you to be able to see what's going on here. So we've added a lot of hypochlorous, a lot of the sodium hypochlorite at this point. That color you're seeing now is actually a blend of both the hypochlorous acid forming as well as our material kind of reacting with the hypochlorous acid. Now again, we're going to keep the temperatures low here, and the reason being is that the HCIO acid is actually pretty unstable, and as we add our bleach to the solution, it's concentrated glacial acetic acid, it's going to want to react. So by keeping the temperatures low, we ensure that it doesn't get warm enough that it's going to react away our hypochlorous acid before it's had time to react with our diphenylmethanol. All right, we've been reacting for 5 minutes now. What we're going to do, we've formed pretty much all the hypochlorous acid we can make with this. So we're going to take it out of the ice bath, cap it, and you can already see where our product's trying to kind of come out of solution. We're hovering here with just enough acetone to keep it dissolved, and as I swirl it and thin it out, you'll begin to see it turn white and foggy from the product trying to condense back out. But we're going to leave it at room temperature for 15 minutes, and this should give the hypochlorous acid plenty of time to react on our starting alcohol to convert it to a ketone.